Hi, it's Mandy from Mindset for Success with today's Mindset Matters. Now, my tip today is about the topic of self-criticism or judging. This is one of the worst things I think that we tend to do as humans. And I'm happy to admit that many years ago, I think I had a gold medal in berating myself, judging myself, and being really hard on myself. Now, the thing is, words have great power. And words are energy. So when you spend a lot of time judging or criticizing yourself, you're building up this massive dark energy, and all it does is create an inner conflict, diminishes your personal power, takes you away from tapping into the infinite potential out there, and it stops you from achieving your full potential. What it can do on another level, if you continually berate yourself, because words have power and our words create our feelings. So they tend to create negative feelings, which are stored in the body. And they're also energy, and our body is water. So you're actually creating a very toxic environment internally. And I've lived the effects of that when my body literally fell apart one day and I could no longer do my sport many years ago. So I'm really aware when I hear people judging themselves. Now, sometimes people judge others, but ultimately, if you judge others, you're probably doing it because you're coming from a space of a lack of self-worth, or you think you're not good enough, or you're seeing somebody else stepping up when you feel you should have done it, you should have got that job, you should be where they are. So really, you're still judging yourself. And so make sure that you are really kind to yourself and you become your own best friend. Now, the other thing that you may or may not be aware of is most of the patterns that we're running today as adults, we got when we were very young. Some people say by the age of 3, others say by the time we're 7 or 9. Most of our programs and our beliefs we gathered in those days. And then we formed the relationship with ourselves, our concepts, our beliefs from that time. So what you're really doing when you're beating yourself up, you're judging or criticizing yourself for not being smart enough, not being pretty enough, not being good enough, not knowing enough, not being successful enough, blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is you're berating that younger version of you. So it's like telling off a young child when all that child really needed was a little bit of loving and kindness. So next time you hear that little voice beating yourself up, just observe it and be aware. And if you find it really hard, make an agreement with yourself that you are willing to let go of the need to berate yourself. You have to be willing to start off. And then as you start to be more aware of those comments, that little inner judging voice, then simply ignore it and create a new statement to put instead. Eventually, if you do this enough, you will create a new program that is something like, I am good enough, I am worthy, I am unique, and every day I'm doing the best that I can. So when you change that inner voice, you stop judging yourself and you support yourself, you're transforming that dark energy into a positive energy. You're allowing yourself to grow in your personal power, become even more empowered. You'll increase your self-worth, your confidence, and it will allow you to tap even more into the infinite potential there is, so that you can achieve more of what you want in your life, whatever it is, whether it's to be happy, to be healthy, to be more present in relationships, to be happy with where you are in your work. Then I guarantee that if you start to be your own best friend, you stop beating yourself up, stop berating yourself, be kind. Your mind is a tool, and you can use this tool to create better programs, speak more kindly to yourself. I guarantee that it will, or it has the potential to transform your world. So that's my tip today. And if you haven't read this book, there's a great book called The 4 Agreements. And one of the agreements is be impeccable with your word. So it's a great little read and I can highly recommend it. So thank you. That's your Mindset Matters tip today. It's Mandy from Mindset for Success.